it hurts?
So I read it there.
Ever since.
It's not. It's not.
No,
it's not. It's not.
Ever since.
It's not.
You broke America's and my heart when you got engaged to that girl. You've been playing like shit. So I advise you to come holler at me so we can fix it.
Hi, welcome one and all to the greatest podcast you have seen thus far. Bars. Welcome to the episode 17 of the More to the End podcast with your boy Miguel.
And I'm Courtney.
Boom bang! I'm trying to be a little bit more mellow this episode. You know, I've been hyped the last episode. I'm trying to calm myself down a little bit.
No, we like you hype. I'm the calmness. Somebody has to be chaotic. My words are just chaotic because my mouth is chaotic. My aura is calm.
Your aura is calm, but
my mouth is chaotic.
That don't match.
A lot of things don't have to.
Okay.
But it works.
Girl logic.
Girl math. Anyway, Halloween is in 30 days. Right?
It is in 20.
The best time of the year. It's like Christmas for me, Halloween. You know, and I don't know, like, nothing weird, but I just like dressing up. You know, it's a fun time. You can wear the sluttiest shit. It can nobody say shit to you about anything. And I love that. I'll probably do it anyway. But especially on that one day, do whatever you want.
What are you guys wearing?
I'm debating on being a Playboy bunny or
the
like
usual. I feel like every girl is either Playboy bunny or anything with the word slutty in front of it. Slutty nurse.
Why do a Playboy bunny have to be slutty?
It's just a stereotype, I guess.
Bunnies are freaky.
Bunnies be out here.
Freaking.
I don't know what I'm doing. What are you going to be for Halloween?
I feel like I'm Medusa.
Medusa?
Yeah, like the little serpent queen.
Medusa ahead on me like I'm Illuminati?
Yeah, but like make it like real cute. Not like, nothing too much. But, make it real cute. Fashion Nova. That's where we get the costumes.
I was thinking about either being Deadpool or Black Panther.
Okay.
Or, I don't know. Maybe I'll try something outside the box and be something different.
I think you should, I don't know, maybe a pirate.
Arrgh.
Yeah, a pirate would be
Arrgh, my matey.
But anyway, come to our Halloween party, October 26th. Free entry, everything free besides the jungle juice. You gotta buy the jungle juice. It's $5.
So it's free entry?
Yeah, it's free entry.
No cover charge?
No cover charge. Who wants to pay, honestly?
So we provide the vibe, the ambience, and the space.
Yep, and drinks, not liquor, unless you buy the $5 bag.
You have to bring your own liquor.
Yes, BYO big. We provide the juices, the waters, the sodas, and maybe a couple chips, so y'all ain't throwing up.
Bring your own food. We not.
No, don't bring no food. Eat before you come. It's a party.
True.
It ain't a buffet. It ain't a soiree. It don't start at 4. It started like 10.
Damn. And we have a DJ.
Huh? We do.
And we have a DJ.
Yeah. We got a DJ. Yeah. I'm gonna be in there.
Got my drink.
I'm having all the bad bitches shaking ass and titties, and I can't wait. I know you can't wait either.
I'm just there to have fun.
What is it, October 3rd? What day?
October 29th, this Saturday.
What is it? October 3rd? Hang on.
October 26th, I mean.
October 26th.
Flyer on the screen.
Flyer right here.
Put the flyer on the screen.
I made it myself on Canva. So come.
It's the 26th of October at 10 p.m.
Yep. You come, bring the vibes, bring the good people, and bring bitches that shake ass. No stiff boots. Yeah.
All right.
If you got one that's cool, just come shake it. You know what I'm saying? Shake it. So, we should have a good time. It's good to party and be with your friends for your mental health. You know what I mean?
Talking about mental health, let's do a mental check-in, man. Mental health check-in. How you been, Courtney, mentally?
I'm fucking breaking. But we strive. We're here. We're good. How about you?
I've been good, Got some, topsy-turvy days. Some days are good, some days are bad. Being an adult, it's just still learning how to, manage my finances and, get that work-life balance going,
Mm-hmm.
and just trying, to handle everything,
Yeah. So
It's been a very rainy week.
It has been a random.
How's that been? Since the weather's been changing.
I know. I think we're kind of seeing, I think the weekend we saw the kind of remnants of Hurricane Helene that hit our southeastern coast. I think Florida got hit, the Carolinas,
yeah.
and my heart goes out. I think they've confirmed that 100 people have died and thousands are missing and unaccounted for.
Yeah, it's horrible.
And it's pretty sad, to see that level of carnage, destruction, and death. And global warming is a real thing because as we can see, these hurricanes and these hurricanes, these cyclones, the tornadoes, these natural disasters are getting stronger. That we're already going to have a very active hurricane season. So, it's just stuff like that.
Yeah, it's really horrible.
It is.
Everybody.
How's back home?
Well, Trinidad and Tobago, is fine because we are not in a hurricane zone, but we are in the earthquake zone. So most times a hurricane, if this is Trinidad and Tobago, the hurricane does this. So it hits the other Caribbean islands.
Mm.
So I think the last time we got a direct hit from a hurricane was in 1994. So we get like the remnants and the surge and whatnot, but it's my heart goes out to those in Florida. If anybody got family in Florida, checking on your loved ones, and what I would like to say is that when the government tell you to evacuate, leave, because you're just making it harder for people to come and rescue you. Just leave. These things that we buy in this world are replaceable.
Yeah, take you, your dog, and your family.
Things are replaceable. You can't take nothing to the afterlife. Let's be honest. If there is one.
You know who deserves to go under the jail in the afterlife?
Who that? Diddler.
That man, let me tell you something. Because these are all alleged, so we can never say that it is what's happening due to
It's alleged.
Alleged that he is just doing astronomical,
diabolical,
horrible things to people. And it's just, all of Hollywood, weird. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
They're weird. They're a little strange. We don't know if this is true or not, but I want to say 95% of the world believes that it is true, these alleged allegations against him. And if he did any of these, he needs to go under the jail and just rot there.
Who do you think he's going to drag with him?
Everybody who is going to drag everybody who is connected to him who don't want to go down.
Yeah. And he needs to snitch. And not for his own sake, because he's still going to be in fucking trouble. But to let everybody on high alert, like, people is weird. Like, you can't be doing shit. And I think people get it misconstrued on why he's going to jail. Because they're trying to, like, I've seen comments like, well, why is Diddy going to jail if he's just freaky? And nothing wrong with being freaky. Do what you do. Have the parties that you want. It's a difference when you start drugging, transporting, being around children. It's drugging people, not telling them. Like, if people want to take drugs and you tell them, like, hey, this is so-and-so, and they are fully awake and aware that that's what they're going to do and they agree beforehand, I'm sure you can't get in trouble unless it's just like, a transfer back and forth thing. But if you give it to them and they don't know and you drug them and you just take them against their will, that is illegal. With kids, transporting, traveling, with drugs, you can't transport people over
state
trafficking.
Lines with the intention of having
so
sex.
People are confused, like, oh, why is he just freaky? There ain't nothing wrong with being freaky. Have a $1,000 bottle of baby oil.
Diabolical.
If you want to be freaky, but you can't do that and you are doing illegal weird shit. And with children. Or underage children.
I heard he was putting some like drugs in the baby oil.
That's alleged.
That's alleged. It was alleged that he put stuff in liquor bottles and people don't know about it. Because when you think about it too, somebody that has gone through like sexual assault, if you know anybody or anybody that has been captive if you're really thinking about it, baby oil versus it being like a freaky moisturizer in his sense, it's also very hard for victims to get away. So you have to be aware of that. Like, no, seriously, it's hard for them to get away. So just say they have all that on and they probably wake up like, oh shit, what's going on? They got all this baby oil around them. It's hard for people to get away if you think about stuff like that. I do.
It's consensual till you surprise me.
Yeah, you have to. My thing is, if Diddy wanted to do all this, I'm sure if he asked, besides the transporting, I'm saying if people were willing, like if someone was willing.
But that's the thing about the people like them, with like those type of people, it isn't the consensual people doing it. It's a power play.
Yeah,
they want people who don't want to do it to have that. Yeah. They get off not on the activity, but it's the power behind it. That's what they get off on.
He has so many. I think he has more than Harvey Weinstein.
I think he has 120 cases.
Like 120. I think he has more than Harvey did. Like the people that came forward and said like that he's done stuff. I think he has more. Now, are all 120 viable and true?
We don't know.
We don't know. But I believe you need to listen to people, and you're innocent until proven guilty by law.
That's the law of the land.
That's the law of the land. Now, do I believe his alleged allegations are true? I believe 95%. 80, maybe, if anything. But
I mean, we just saw with the case with Casey. With Cassie. We saw a piece of it with Cassie talking about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cassie. I mean, the thing is, though, you get to think how it first started, right? She filed the civil lawsuit. In less than 24 hours, he cashed her out $30 million. That's a red flag, because most people would fight tooth and nail to give not one person $1 if they're accusing them of anything like that, right? Mind you, even if half the stuff that was in her lawsuit that didn't happen, she knows way too much. So he was going to pay her to shut up, right? And she has shut up after this. But now it's like, okay, her NDA, whatever, is scratched off. Anybody else can come up and say that. Because I think NDAs, I think they last like 20, 30 years. Mm-hmm. And he's been around since, the 90s? And we're almost 30. Or some of us.
And I think with Cassie, she didn't sue him directly. She sued the corporation.
Yeah, it's a civil lawsuit, right?
Yeah, she didn't sue him personally. She sued a corporation. So he had no control over getting the payout. That was done by his corporation that paid her out immediately.
Yeah, they said, whatever.
And it's been a weird domino effect because you see the Diddy on a Holly Weird, and now you see Mayor Eric Adams of New York being indicted for corruption charges. And in just a month ago, 2 months ago, he gave Diddy
and then he
the key to the city.
I'm taking the key back from Diddy.
Has he been to a Diddy party?
I'm pretty sure he probably has not been to one, though everybody could see him. But I'm sure he's been to an after party. Alleged.
I mean, it's alleged that T.D. Jakes was there.
He said swallowed up.
It's alleged that the Honorable Bishop was there at one.
A lot of things like it's true.
I heard Al Sharpton allegedly was at one.
It's true. Politicians.
Yes.
Pastors.
Yes.
Billionaires. They all fall in the same realm of their own type of evilness.
Yes. Is that absolute power corrupts?
Yeah. Like, I'm not a church person. I don't want to say that it's all churches.
No.
But you have some pastors that we see or know. It's a power trip in their church, right?
It's a power grab.
Just like, I mean, you have to think about the Catholics. No shade to Catholics. But they're popes touching on little boys.
Crazy work.
And nobody's saying anything because it's normal.
Good
or if it's not normal because he's such in a high position, nobody says anything. And there's so many allegations, so many proof. But when it comes to religion, nobody touches like that realm. Because it's like, well, how can you accuse the next thing next to God? It's just really sad. And I feel bad for...
I feel bad for the victims.
I feel bad for his victims. I feel bad for Diddy's youngest children, his girls. Mm-hmm. The sons, I'm not too sure about. I feel like that light-skinned one, not Quincy, the one that
Diggy?
looked like the baby.
Diggy?
Diggy.
Is Diggy his son?
No, Diggy is Reverend's son. It's Christian, the one that is Kim Porter's Quincy, and it's the other one.
I think Quincy has the daughters. The twins. And he's been taking care of that.
No, the daughters are with Kim Porter's best friend.
Isn't that the fashion?
No, it's somebody else. That's Kimora Lee Simmons. On a thing, they said that the twins are in the custody of the children's mom's best friend. Justin Combs alleged, I feel like he knew, because you look at the lawsuit from back then when they had Young Miami, when all this came out, right? And then the person that did his songs with him on his album Love came out saying that Young Miami and her cousin was doing this and blah 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 blah. There's videos of literally Justin Combs and his dad in dark rooms, just still pictures in dark rooms with women around.
Right.
Now it's alleged that Justin Combs would actually get these young girls because he was closer to age and bring them to the house. Not for his dad, but I guess, whatever, however they do it, right? Mm-hmm. That's what alleged happened. They have still pictures of, whatever. Do I feel like Quincy knew any? I feel like all the boys knew something. Now, do I feel like they know into depth what their dad was actually doing to an extent? I don't think they knew every single fucking thing. I think those are still his kids. I don't think he wants to subject his kids to everything. Mm-hmm. But I do believe that they knew something.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they knew that he liked young girls. Now, young girls in their mind is 18, 19 because they're legal. Then he would probably like 12 girls. That's what they're saying.
Alleged.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
I know Didi was fucked up when he started dating his son's ex-girlfriend.
Lori?
That was weird.
Who was she dating, Justin?
She was dating King Combs.
No, she was dating Justin.
She was dating Justin? Mm-hmm. And then to the dad? Mm-hmm. Not saying that everybody because I'm a firm believer, and I'm a firm believer that everybody that Lori was with, she didn't have sex with everybody.
No.
I'm a firm believer that she did not.
Yeah, I don't think so. She thinks though, do she need to? Her dad is Steve Harvey.
She don't.
Oh, she got to call him Papa, can I get something? He's like, yeah, baby. Yeah. He don't need to do all that.
What about Steve? Was Steve at those parties?
Who knows?
The thing is, though, they said that, what's her name? The one that Aretha Franklin was at his parties. Tyrese was at his parties, but
Jamie Foxx has been at his party.
Yeah, but
if you are up and coming star, you were popular in the culture. You went to a Diddy party.
And they said that Diddy made an announcement saying it's about to get wild after a certain time. So if you don't want to stay, go home.
I mean, Denzel Washington has been to a Diddy party, but he said
Jay-Z, everybody has, but not a lot of people stay. I think it's you have to have people that don't shut their mouths.
As Denzel said, he said you gotta leave 30 minutes before the devil show up. So it's I think there's a lot of people whose names are gonna get called attending these parties.
Everybody has who hasn't.
But people have left.
Tyrese has gone, and in an interview they said Tyrese said that Diddy should make fun of him because Tyrese was like, I gotta go to church in the morning. Mm-hmm. And every single time, and Diddy was like, you have to go to church in the morning. You should stay. And Tyrese like, no, I'm going, bro. So it wasn't. This party scene that they're always nice in the beginning. After a certain time, you know when that clock strike 12 and you hear that dong. And I'm pretty sure everybody knew what was going on, but didn't know what was going on. They just knew some crazy, wild, freaky, overzealous party was going on. They was like, that ain't me.
I'm out. I'm going home.
No, they probably think it was a sex party for sure. They know probably young people and drugs, and there's probably drugs were going to be there, alleged, right? But not baby oil and shit like that.
I don't know if you guys know Corinne Stephens. Mm-hmm. Corinne Stephens, Superhead.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the girl.
Yeah, she talked about Corinne Stephens. She talked about it. She said stuff she was gifted to Diddy, but she said her stuff was consensual. She wanted to be a part of it, but she said there's people who don't want to be a part of it, but they're forced into it. And people always say the thing, oh, if I was put in that position, I won't. But if somebody tells you we can change your entire life if you do this one thing, a lot of people would make that decision.
Especially if you don't come from like that.
If you don't come from them, somebody tell you, yo, I'm gonna make you blow up. You just gotta come to this little party with me.
Give a little cool chip if you need to. You know how many girls just giving up stuff for free and not getting nothing. You tell a girl, not saying you should, but the guy be like, hey, come back tonight. I'm gonna make all your dreams come true.
So you can't sit
I'll
here.
do this for free. If I can get you something from here, I might as well. But it has to be consensual.
Yeah, you can't sit
the
here.
whole way through.
You can't sit here and judge people because you don't know the situation people found themselves in. And for the guys who don't know, or the girls who don't know, even if you start off with consensual and midway they say no, you have to stop.
I was just talking.
You go past that spot, even if you guys started, it's been 15 minutes into it, and the person says stop. You have to stop, else everything past that point that person saying stop, that is.
I was literally just
talking to
somebody about this, and they were not understanding because they were like, "Yeah, they had 1 and 2," and I said, "Well, I don't care if the girl said 11:04. She wanted to by 11:06. She said no. It means no.
Yes, it means
so
stop.
It just you have whether you're mid stroke, get the fuck up.
You have to stop.
You gotta get up because it's a lot of stuff. Everybody's point of view is different. Your point of view might not be like, oh, well, she wanted it, and the whole time it's just like, I didn't want this. Even though I wanted it 3 minutes ago, I don't want it now. Mm-hmm. So it has to be consensual the whole way through from start to beginning. So be
consensual intercourse is way more fun.
You know.
But these, you know, with these men, it's just a power play, and I'm tired of these guys and women, because women do the same thing to men. People in powerful position, use their power to force people to make decisions that they know they're putting them between a rock and a hard place. Could you imagine? You got rent, you got bills, and your boss is saying, "You give me a little something, I'll look after you." Most people are gonna cave in that quid pro quo situation.
They will. All I gotta do a little coochie, a little smidge, a little smidge.
People need God.
People do need God.
They do need God. I ain't giving no coochie for no. Mine would be consensual though. I don't want to hear it. Tucker can't say nothing because the last time we had a topic, he talking about. I don't know if you remember a few episodes ago. About the old lady.
But the old lady, he said, "I'll get it. I'll get it." Yeah. We found out you was on a Diddy party. Let me find out.
Don't go our friend like that. He was never here.
Let me find out.
Our friend was never here.
Yeah, come out to the Diddy party.
I was in LA a few times.
You was?
Everybody, Leonardo DiCaprio. Everybody everybody has gone to a Diddy party for 5 minutes, all night.
But that's what they said. He throws really good parties. It's just the freak shit happen after hours.
Not no more, but I would have wanted to go to a Diddy party. They have it in songs, you know?
Right.
But unfortunately, those are done.
You think he's like an alcoholic or something? Because like
he's on drugs.
He'd be lit.
He's on. The thing is, though, I think in jail, they said that he was on so much stuff that it became so normal because it's been over the years.
In jail?
Just in like when he was out of jail, in drugs and whatever he was doing, and whatever he was indulging in. He's going through probably the biggest withdrawal he's ever had in his life being in jail. He can't get nothing unless it's like a narcotic medicine that they diagnose him in there and they have to give it to him. Like all that other stuff he was on, they don't give you alcohol. You can make, I think it's called shmush in jail when they make alcohol, the rotten fruit, and they make alcohol.
Pruno.
Yeah, see, people call it shmush.
I mean, that's how you make wine. Wine is literally
so they do that in jail. It'll sit. From what I understand, I used to work
in the toilet bowl.
I think you have to let it sit for like a month or so, or maybe even 3. I'm not really sure. And that's how you make alcohol in jail. You know?
That's interesting.
So, yeah, just. But you know who else? I'm actually disappointed in.
Who? I'm actually disappointed in him as well.
Yeah, the thing is,
nigga crashing out.
They're both equally toxic in their own way, right? So, if we all know, Offset has been cheating on Cardi B since the beginning of time, since they've been together, right?
He's a cheater.
So he cheated. They have 3 kids together now. Everybody asks Cardi, why do you go back to him if he cheats? You know, shit happens. The heart wants what the heart wants, and you have kids and all the other great bullshit, right? She's now, she just had a baby. I don't know what really happened because alleged text messages and screenshots and whatnot, but Cardi B is done and over with him. I think they broke up during her 3rd pregnancy, and she said he's a good father, but he's just not the greatest individual to be in a relationship now, I believe.
I don't know him, but what I would say, the statement when he said, You're my baby mama. I won.
And
that statement was like, come on, bro.
Right there is birth control in its finest, and that's what makes me scared to have children with men or any man that thinks like that. Because I feel like it's this thing, and everybody curses me out when I say this. That baby mama, baby daddy culture is ratchet as fuck. It's like if you have a kid with somebody, they're indebted to you for like your body, your mind, your soul. Like that's.
I mean, you guys have.
Not.
You guys. The thing is that you guys share a common interest, a common individual, and some guys they just want to get their baby mama pregnant. So like, look, I have access to you at all times now.
I literally had somebody in my past, saying, yeah, I'm gonna get you pregnant so that we can stay together forever. What?
That is crazy.
That's weird. It is crazy.
That is weird.
No, get off me. Don't touch me.
Yeah, that is some weird shit. That's like on some toxic. If I can't have you, nobody can.
It's like, and then she said alleged, or they said, or no, what's her name? Offset said that she had sex while she had the baby. In her with somebody else.
I would go out and said that if she had sex while being pregnant, is either she didn't know she was pregnant.
No, it says she knew.
Or she just said that to make him hurt.
And if she did,
I know women who would say that just to make.
I mean, none of us know Cardi B.
Nobody knows Cardi.
I don't believe Cardi B to be a fucking liar to say shit just for the shock value. I think she just says it because it's true. And
I doubt.
She was coming from a slimy industry.
I doubt.
She got it in her. I can't defend her on that.
I don't think she gave a fuck. Like, I feel like, she's defended him so much, like, with this stuff. And I think
so do you think that's sick for a guy to knowingly have sex with a pregnant girl that is not his child?
That's very sick.
That's demented.
Nasty, but niggas are nasty.
That's demented.
And niggas are nasty, demented, and sick. So
I'm not doing that.
I'm not surprised. And it's Cardi B. Who the fuck? And people are like, who the fuck Cardi B?
Had a baby. Check when you had a baby.
And she said, and then.
I don't think she did. I don't think she that.
If
grimy.
she did, I'm not condoning it. Nor am I not denying.
I don't think she grimy like that.
She did say she used to rob niggas.
I mean,
or drug. Did she say she drugged?
She used to drug niggas and steal it. I mean.
That's Diddy.
I don't put.
That's Diddler activity.
But I will say that I'm not condoning, nor am I not, or nor am I condoning or not condoning what she did. But you gotta get your lick back sometime.
But he crashing out. He is crashing out.
Men can never, and I hate men can never take what y'all do to us. Y'all can't take it. We do it back because it's like it's a shock value. Like how dare this bitch? But you've been doing it the whole time. So why can't I do it? Twin. And I'm gonna do it better because now you're really like I've been crashing out this whole time, and it's just so normal for you to crash out. It's normal for me. Now when you're crash out, you don't know what the fuck to do. Wait a minute, this bitch. You go from being angry, you go from shock. Then you're like, wait a minute, this bitch. Then you're, oh no, this bitch. And then you go back from, I don't give a fuck about this bitch. Then 2 days later, bitch, you're a slimy, dirty whore. It's like, bro, I was just baking cookies. So you're texting me this. Leave me alone.
There's leaked text messages talking about, I don't know if it's true. Talking about, do you still want me? And she's like, no. He's like, do you want somebody else? It's like some weird ass. She definitely made that nigga hit the back of the wall, slide down crying.
No, because my thing is, if you look at it, right, Offset is Offset. He's an amazing performer and amazing, I guess, artist.
He's a good artist.
But he's not Cardi B. Cardi B is getting Olympic deal. She's been having. She has a
very likable personality.
And she has more money, let's be honest with you, than Offset. So
that's another thing, though.
She's more valuable.
That's another thing, though. Because he might try, if you make more than me and we divorce.
Didn't Mary J. somebody?
Mary J. had to pay her husband.
Yeah.
See how we feel.
Shoes on the other foot.
Cardi B is more valuable in the industry than Offset. Let's be honest. We see Offset. I mean, he was in Philadelphia doing the smallest. Nothing wrong with it, but he's not a Migo anymore. Like he is, but it's not.
A majority of his hit songs are with the Migos.
Yeah,
songs that
and
everybody
he has
likes.
actually amazing songs.
He does. He's a good artist. My favorite was Takeoff. Because I find he was the most rest in peace to Takeoff. He was the most unproblematic, Listen, I'm just here to do business.
And
I don't like Quavo that much. Quavo be doing too much to me.
Actually, Quavo got sued for slapping somebody. He got paid $700,000.
Dummy. Keep your hands to yourself.
He was mad as shit.
Keep your hands to yourself.
The guy sued him for pain and suffering, damages,
too.
and
Quavo slapped me. I'm taking 2 months off work. I can't think. I have a grade 5 concussion.
He sued him, and Quavo's lawyers was like, "Well, okay, it happened, but the $700,000 we shouldn't pay him because it's just a simple slap."
No, I was scared for my life. I thought I'd been slapped at any time.
A rich person, that's where you fucked up at.
I got a concussion. I may have CTE.
And they want to.
I keep getting flashbacks while I'm sleeping. I'm waking up to being slapped. Like, come on.
Yeah,
like,
Quavo and his,
run me that
his
money.
crew jumped the boy, so now it's just he gotta pay something. He was mad as shit. Like they don't have any money.
I go out to public and I hear "Mama," and I'm scared. So yeah, run me that check, bro. Bro, if a famous person slaps me or hit me with their car, I'm off work for 6 months.
If Jay-Z's tire skims the bottom of my pants, I'm falling. I ain't falling. I'm rolling under the car and I'm not moving.
I'm not moving till the ambulance comes.
The ambulance, the fire department, the sheriff gotta come and get me. Because y'all paying me out. Blue Ivy's school tuition is going in my pocket. Niece. Fuck.
Yeah, it's just,
I'm so about it. Doesn't matter.
Talking about stuff and celebrities, man. I've been going through a tough period right now because I'm both an Eagles fan and I'm a Manchester United fan, and the heartache between these two teams alone is one of the most famous soccer teams in the entire world. Oh, yeah. I've been backing them since I was back in Trinidad. And let me tell you, the heartache of being a sports fan of these two teams right now, I may need to go talk to my therapist.
Yeah, I protected my mental health on Sunday. I cleaned, cooked. I was not watching it.
Now, I'm not mad about the last game too much with the Eagles against the Buccaneers. I mean, we didn't have A.J. Brown. We didn't have Smith. A lot of our offensive line went out because of the heat. Jalen is. We need to calm the shit down. Jalen is.
He needs to throw the fucking ball. That's what he needs to fucking do.
All right, let me explain you something right now, right?
He got to throw the ball, right?
No, wait. No, let me explain you. All right. Your two biggest weapons, A.J. Brown and Smith, you have something called chemistry. All right. That's when you like a guy and you guys hit up. That's called chemistry, right? With chemistry, I can throw that ball. I know if I throw that ball 2 yards ahead of him, I know Smitty or AJ can get that. I don't know if Kobe can get that. I don't know if Dotson could get that.
Kobe was out too.
Right. So Kobe was out too. So it's like when you're not having constant, because if you go to like a practice, the starters get all the reps, and then the fourth, fifth string get all the shitty reps. They get like 2 or 1 rep. So you lack that chemistry. He doesn't trust. He doesn't trust throwing to those guys because he's not sure if they can get it. If you look at his stats for his first 4 games compared to Patrick Mahomes, it's very similar. But yet they're praising Patrick Mahomes.
But they usually start off pretty slow.
Yeah, but right now he's at the same level. I mean, he has a couple fumbles, which I will chalk up. Do you think I think Jaden Hurts needs to improve on his pocket awareness? You got to be able to feel that guy coming.
He got it. So we've seen it in previous years.
Yeah, we've seen it when he's like, "Oh, I'm out of here." Yeah. But I don't know if it's not trusting his players. I mean, our right guard became our center at one point.
Yeah, he did.
So it's like all that chemistry is off. So, And then Manchester United, I don't know what the fuck we doing. It's pissing me off. I'm tired of watching these games. It's hurting my heart. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of damn coach. I'm tired of damn players. Bro, they're just not playing like a team. It's annoying. I watch them play every day. There's no team. There's no tacticalness. There's no tactical awareness. There's no changing in the tactics as the game is going on. I don't know for what that coach I don't know what's going on. It's not that we don't have the talent. We have the talent. But is the coach not utilizing the players in the best of their abilities? As a coach, you're supposed to put the players where you know they're going to be the best at. It's not that hard. The players you have can all play. You got every single player you want, and you still can't win a goddamn game. It's pissing me off. Do better.
The chaotic energy.
Oh my God, it's irritating.
But all I'm saying is for you, Jalen Hurts.
So I read it there.
Ever since.
It's not. It's not.
No,
it's not. It's not.
Ever since.
It's not.
You broke America's and my heart when you got engaged to that girl. You've been playing like shit. So I advise you to come holler at me so we can fix it.
Do you feel like he's complacent since he got the
ring,
the contract, and with his?
He didn't give it a girl.
He's making.
He didn't give it a girl. He's giving it a girl for the season. Come over here. I'll talk to you. I'll handle it. I will fill the void.
What do you think? He's making business decisions?
What? He need to go be to come deal over here.
He's not terrible. People keep saying he's terrible.
No, he's amazing.
Defense is bad too.
The reason why we lost that game too is defense. We got regular players breaking 4 and 5 tackles. This ain't Mark Henry. This ain't Henry.
I don't know what none of that means.
This ain't Saquon. You got a guy. We diving at legs out there. Man, wrap him up. You got Blankenship hitting people. What has Huff done? Why are we paying him?
He probably got like 2 tackles.
He had one. He had one in that game. He had one.
No, the one game that they pissed me off was the game not this week. The one that they used Elliott at all, or like till like the last minute.
Elliott?
He missed the field goal.
No, they didn't use Elliott till like the last.
Or they didn't
use him at all.
The Saints game.
Yeah, we didn't kick.
Fuck was there for decoration?
Yeah.
Did they kick at all? Because I turned it off. Even though we won, they pissed me off.
I'm tired of this coach.
Use him?
They did later on, but
I'm tired of this coach with analytics. We need to, every time we get down to the red zone, let's get points. Let's
when
get the
you need
3.
a point, get fucking Elliott on the team. I mean, on the
automatic.
field.
What's the guy
He
on
was
the
there
Jets?
for fucking decoration. He was sitting in the fucking corner.
What's the guy in the Jets
I
again?
turned that shit off.
Hassan Reddick.
We need Hassan Reddick back. Bring him back. Hassan Reddick, come home.
So he's our defensive end.
Oh, okay.
He's on the Jets.
Elliott and I know Jalen.
We need to bring him back and send Huff there, because, bro, I can do a better job than you.
All I'm saying is, Sirianni, fucking use Elliott and stop using him for fucking decoration. Because the nigga was, I'm like, yo, what the fuck's in there for decoration? He's in the corner like where the fuck is it?
Listen.
What are you gonna fucking use? I really turn it off. They pissed me off so badly.
I haven't played an official football game since 2012. I ain't nothing but 5'10", 220. I can tackle better than these guys in the secondary. Put me in.
Put me in, coach. I'm very buying.
Let's do an open tryout. Let's get some real hitters on it, because these niggas, they making business decisions. I get it.
How do you apply to be the water girl?
You just go up on the Eagles.com and go to careers.
Really?
Well, you want to just go there, squirt waters in niggas' mouth?
Jalen.
They not go. You just get high. You not be the one with Jalen. You gonna be with the
No,
fourth
I
and
am.
fifth string niggas.
He likes black women. He supports black women.
No, he got his water person. You're gonna be squirting waters in the fourth and fifth niggas' mouth. That's what you're gonna be doing.
That's fine.
You're gonna be with the practice squad niggas. That's where they gonna put you. You a new hire.
Jalen supports black women. I will be the water girl.
They make about 60 racks a year. I mean, obviously they do other jobs, but game day they supply water, but they probably do other jobs.
Yeah, they was complaining that it was too hot down there.
No, it was hot. You could tell it was hot.
105 on the field.
Yeah, it was like crazy hot.
Yeah.
So we lost a couple of guys, which I think we got a bye this week, which is great. So next not this week, but the following week, I think we should have. We're definitely gonna have Lane Johnson back. We're gonna have Smith back, and we should have AJ Brown back.
I mean, we didn't do two. It was 16-33.
It wasn't too.
It wasn't horrible since we lost all them people, but that fucking
he was down 21-0.
Yeah, he came back.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch it. When I heard everybody was going, I said, I'm doing my house. But that fucking Saints game,
we won.
Never use Elliott for decoration ever again. Don't disrespect that man.
I mean, it's the same thing with the Falcon games. We should have won that game if we had taken that field goal in the first quarter.
No, this
preseason.
We had 3 points.
That's preseason. Most of the starters wasn't in that game. Packers was the first game we won. So we're 2-2. People in Philadelphia need to calm down. We're 2-2.
Well, the thing is, you know us as Philadelphia fans. Every loss that we lose is like we lost the fucking Super Bowl, and it should stay like that.
Phillies are in right
Philly
October.
has the worst and best fans ever. We're fucking crazy and
Philly baseball. You gonna watch any of the Phillies?
No.
They right October. We have a chance to go to the playoffs.
We always have a chance.
I mean, go to the final again. Nothing will hurt me more. Was it last year where we?
That both of them were.
No, it was the year before where we lost to the Super Bowl, lost in the baseball finals, and we lost in the MLS Cup finals. We lost that year. Was I don't know what year that was.
2022.
Yeah, we lost 3 finals in that year.
2022, yeah.
That was the most depressing time to be a Philadelphia
is the
fan.
best place to be here for sports, to be honest with you. It's like an aura and just and it's low key like a calmness, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's crazy, but it's like one time that everybody can be united and everybody's on the same page for once.
Right.
In Philadelphia, so it brings this chaotic calmness. Everybody gets along. We all curse same time, we all get mad. You know, I love Sundays, football Sundays. It's a calmness on Sunday that I can't explain if you're in Philadelphia. For like
all races too.
Yeah, everybody just gets along, and then on Monday we rip each other's eyeballs out. But Sunday,
we're all green. We all green on Sunday.
Sunday, we are the best place, in my opinion, to have the sports fans and just sports because it's just a calm, chaotic. Overpass in Philadelphia.
Is that everlasting love and unity and that pouring of love? Just what we saw recently. You know, we all had. I don't know if you knew, but we all get the news that the Dikembe Mutombo passed away. Mm-hmm. That was the guy. No.
Mm-hmm.
He passed away, and just a lot of love that comes to one of the best shot blockers the league has ever seen.
How tall was he?
Very tall. He actually done, and he's done a lot for his home country. He gave a lot of money back to his home country.
Where's he from?
Congo. He's from Congo. Okay. He gave a lot of money back to his people back there. He built a lot of, I believe, hospitals. Mm-hmm. And that's what most people from Africa, when they go overseas and they make any kind of sports, he was 7'2".
Wow.
When they make it abroad in sports, they tend to give back to their homeland to try to better it, try to get... I know Leroy Sané, I think, he plays in Saudi Arabia right now. He's built schools, hospital. He gives everybody in his hometown, I think he's giving them $500 monthly to help pay for,
Because it's a different currency, right?
No, not Leroy Sané. It's Mané. It's Mané.
Oh, okay.
See, it's Mané.
Yeah, who's that?
Leroy Sané, he plays for Bayern Munich. I said the wrong person. It's Mané. M-A-N-E.
Yeah.
Mané. What is his name? Oh, God, what is his first name?
I mean, that's what I feel like you should do. If you have, a lot of money, you can get back in some type of way.
It's Mané. What is... Search up Mané soccer.
Mm. He played soccer?
Yeah, he's in Saudi Arabia. He plays for the same team as Cristiano Ronaldo. Sadio Mane. He's the one who takes care of his hometown.
He's beautiful.
He takes care of his family. He takes care of his whole community.
Mm-hmm. His skin is beautiful.
If you ever peep that, if you look at most people who are really, really dark, skin are very smooth.
Yeah, he's beautiful skin. Beautiful, yeah. Yeah, but I feel like a lot of people should do that. Like even though no matter where you're from, if you just can give back, if you have all that money and you have nothing else to do with it, besides take care of your family, your bills, and shit you guys take care of, just give a little bit back, whether it's big or small, That's what I would do.
Listen, in my little stint, I tried to go pro in soccer. I almost did it.
We wouldn't be sitting here right now.
No,
we'd be somewhere in Trinidad.
Not in Trinidad.
Where we gonna be?
My first trial was in Rio Ave in Portugal in 2018. That's in Portugal. So if I had stayed over there, I got screwed over by my agent. But over there, we would have been in Portugal.
We all would have been in Portugal. You would have had a room. I would have had a room. We would have been in Portugal, y'all.
And then my second trial was with, I think it's in Czech Republic. And, we would have been in Czech Republic if things had worked out, if I didn't get injured and stuff. So,
Shit happens. Now we're in Philadelphia.
Wow.
Brotherly love. Woo!
City of brotherly
Who's
love.
your agent?
Some guy, I text him every once in a while just to mess with him because he screwed me over. But, it's neither here nor there. Everything happens for a reason and purpose in life. And it just wasn't written in my stars for me, one of those percent, one part of the 50% of people who make it, it wasn't written in the books, Unlike some of these people, talking about percentages. So I don't know if y'all remember, I think it was last year, they stopped affirmative action. The Supreme Court ruled that colleges could no longer accept students based on their race alone.
Okay, yeah.
That couldn't be our criteria. It was brought, what I believe to be a group of Asian Americans who believed that affirmative actions were taking spots away. It was a mixture of conservative people as well as people of the Asian community who believed that affirmative action was taking away spots in these prestigious schools from deserving people and giving to people who was not really supposed to be there, which that's a whole different discussion. So there were some numbers that came out, and they're looking at enrollment, and they said they put out three schools, Duke's, Yale, and Princeton, since affirmative action. So before affirmative action was gotten rid of, Duke had a Asian enrollment of about 35 students, 35%. Yale Asian enrollment was about 30%, and Princeton Asian enrollment was about 26%. Since after the affirmative action has been ended, the numbers went down. So at Duke, it went from 35 to 29. From Yale, it went from 30 to 24. And Princeton went from 26 to 23.8.
And these are for the Asian enrollment?
People of Asian American, people of Asian descent.
So just to be clear, are they willingly not applying, or they?
No, they're applying.
Okay.
It's just that the acceptance rate has gone down. But for these, when it comes to African American enrollment, so black enrollment, our numbers remain the same. Duke 30% before, 30% after. Yale 40% before, 40% after. Princeton 9% before, 8.9% after.
So is that a good or a bad?
No, because what is happening is that they've been increased in legacy enrollment. So you know what a legacy enrollment is? So legacy enrollment is if your dad went to Duke or your mom went to Duke, you could get into Duke just because of that.
Oh,
not because of your grade, not because of your SAT scores, but because you're a legacy.
My one cousin, her dad used to work at Penn for years, and they were able. If he stayed there, they were able to get in there free tuition, free everything.
Well, that's if you're working. So that's different. That's if you're working.
Yeah, but even if he retired, they were allowing not the free tuition shit, but they could have
got in there.
Yeah, they probably could have got in.
So
there for.
So that was all brought up to set that affirmative action was never the problem in enrollment. A lot of people think, affirmative action was put in place to justify years and years and years and years and years of people, of African Americans, of black people, from not getting pushed into places we knew that we were supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So we're still getting in at the same rate that we're still not. The funny part is that even with affirmative action, we're still not the majority on these campuses. Yeah. The only colleges we are the mass of is HBCUs. Most of these more prestigious colleges, we're not the majority. Majority of the population is and legacy kids. But, y'all targeted affirmative action. Don't know why.
They don't like black people?
It didn't hurt nobody. Just making sure that they undo the unjust stuff that was done to us in the past. Because people act like civil rights was so... Bro, in 1956, you couldn't go to Princeton.
This is an unpopular opinion, and I get cursed out about this. But was segregation really a bad thing?
Wow.
No, not like that.
Wow.
But you know how we had our own everything for ourselves, and
wow.
No, think about it, right? Like, I had this conversation with, like, one of, like, my coworkers, right?
Wow.
And I was saying, like, segregation was really bad, but would it have been not better, but would it be better if we just have our own shit? Is what I mean.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing about segregation.
Juicy.
So...
And not saying we should keep, like, I'm just saying, would it be better to have our own shit? Like, do we have to rely on white people to help us get our own shit? We could just continue to have our own shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like do for self.
Yeah, like do for ourselves. So not saying segregation, like keep that shit and it was a wonderful time. It wasn't. Just if we could continue to have our own shit and do our own shit. Because when you look at it, right, when we have our own stuff and have to pass stuff, don't we kind of have to go towards a white person and ask permission or not to hit the green light, and then it's like, oh, like, you know what I mean?
It would be it's good in a theory point of view.
Yeah, in the theory point of view.
It's good in theory. But the system is not our system.
No, it's not.
So even if we have our own, it will never be equal.
She's saying like create.
Yeah, if we just
continue to create our own system.
Yeah, create our, even though it's very far fetched right now, but like if it lasts that long, would we be able to create our own system and just have our own shit versus, I mean, when you think about it, right? HBCU, it was started by black people, which we had to have approval.
HBCUs were started by white people.
So, but you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You had to go through a white person to have something all black. That's what I'm saying.
Because they own the system.
Not saying segregation is good. I'm just saying if we just had our own shit, like we don't have to rely on white people all the time. You know what I mean?
I mean, that is
in
true.
theory.
And we have made
the
no business or no economy can strive and survive by one group of people. And that's been proven. The bus boycott that, what's her name? Who didn't want to sit in the back of the bus?
Rosa Parks.
The reason why that
I
was...
forget her name.
No, because I have a million and one ideas going on in my head right now. The reason that was successful was because of the economic strain it was taking, that it was affecting the company that was owned by a predominantly white person. When we decided to boycott shopping in certain neighborhoods, segregation and all these Jim Crow and all these laws were taken away, not because of civil rights. It was taken away because of an economic point of view. It was the economics about it. A lot of businessmen realized that if I can sell to 95% of the population compared to 50% of the population, I make more money.
But you still don't think that it's crazy that we have to go through a white person to even have an HBCU to approve it? That doesn't sound crazy to y'all. Like, we have to ask Jim, the white man, can we as black people get education and have a black school?
No, it's like the entire economy.
It is how it is, but you have to think about okay, what's his name? The diddler, unfortunately. He had to go through Clive Davis to help him get where he was at, right? Not saying he needed his approval, but you have to kind of, from what we've seen, go through a white person to approve that you can actually, like, all right, bet. He can have a chance, or we can give this to him. Like, I just don't like stuff like that, even though it's been set in stone for years.
No, and that's what I meant by, like, not the segregation thing, but just. But that's why as black people, we need to play a more active role. You can't change. The system has been set up the way it's been set up for years. Mm-hmm. You cannot change the system unless you change the way we operate as a people. That's include getting out and actually voting for people to make a change and make a difference. Not voting just on party, but voting on people who are good people first of all, and people who are trying to make good changes.
But how do you know if someone's good if
you have to do your research. You have to do your research, and most people don't want to do their research.
Yeah.
Most people don't want it. They just want to be spoon-fed information.
Yeah, like local, you can actually go to the centers. I don't know the name of them.
Your local, and somebody. We posted something on TikTok, and somebody, because once again, our TikTok videos aren't our whole podcast. If you have the whole podcast, you can hear the full truth. I think I said, just don't vote for the president and the Congress. But they didn't listen to the whole podcast, so all they heard was just don't vote. If you listen to the podcast, you will hear me say, president and Congress is important, but also important is your local elections and your state elections. Yeah. And, it's a double-edged sword. So we have to be the ones to change the system, but we've been beaten down by the system for so many years. A lot of black people have a lot of generational trauma of trying to change it and being beaten down until you can't change it.
So question, what if we actually all stick together and actually change it, right? We all have a plan, and then the white man is still, fuck your plan.
I mean, it's been done in the past where we had Black Wall Street. And guess what happened? Got burned to the ground. And, there's some things in this world that are unjust. And I wish I had the answer, but I don't. We have to start figuring out as a people and a part of the culture what we want to do if we're going to stick with each other, but not with the people who are bad. Like, in no way I'm never going to show support for Diddy or R. Kelly. People like that.
Yeah.
Or Mr. Mark Robinson.
You know what I think has changed? I mean, we all know this. Besides, like, our actions and how we handle things. Mm-hmm. Also, white people.
In what way?
Did you see recently that in school there was a group of kids? They're on the swim team. Mm-hmm. The one kid wrote "carved nigga" in this boy's chest.
I saw that.
In this black boy's chest. Because when you look at it, right, honestly, and people say, like, black people can't be racist, or we're prejudiced, not racist,
we can't be racist, but we can be prejudiced.
Which I believe is true. If white people stop being racist and doing weird shit.
Not some white.
Or saying some white people just doing weird shit. Do you ever realize it's never really us saying we hate white people out the gate? We're like, I mean, from what the people I know.
I have this is a good interesting thing, because I have a theory about that where this is what I believe. I believe that most racist white people have seen what they have done to people of color, and they're so terrified of becoming a minority and losing the power they've enjoyed for so many lives, for so many years, that they're fighting to keep that, because they think if they become the minority, what they did to us, we would do to them. When in reality, we're not. We cool.
No, we slap a bitch, yes, but we're not going to do all that that
most
stuff.
Black people just want to be happy.
We really mind our business, honestly. We really, until you fuck with us. And it's like,
we're not going to go out our way.
But to say you...
There are examples, but there are not a lot of examples where Black people go out their way to oppress people. Yeah. Yes. That I've seen.
So,
we're not going to do what...
I'm saying, if white people just left us alone and just stop doing weird shit.
Some white people, some.
Stop doing weird shit, stop saying weird shit and doing weird shit. I mean, you're going to have a couple of people, white and black, Asian, whatever, whatever they want to say, whatever they want to do. But
it's not just white people, because there are black people who are also racist towards black people.
Yeah.
Mark Robinson, the governor of North Carolina.
Is he really, or he don't like black people?
He said he's a black, I can't say the word, but the people that we fought.
Why can't you say it's black?
Yeah. TikTok, you can't even say that either. He called himself a black person, the people we used to fight in World War II. That's what he called himself. The people we used to fight in World War II. The people we fought in World War II. That's what he called himself.
And where did he have this comment listed at?
He said it on a porn website. On a porn website called... Using the same handle that he normally uses. It's all alleged. It's the same handle, the same email address he's using as other social media platform that's connected to him. But it's not just him. We have Candace Owens. We have the Hodge twins, who they have this man. They so are caught up with being accepted by those people that they're willing to talk about pull yourself. Black people need to pick themselves up by the bootstraps. How are you going to pick yourself up by the bootstraps and you ain't got no boots?
I will say this, though. Candace Owens has grown on me a little bit.
Why?
Certain things that she just, not everything, I want to say it's like 10% of what she said before. I don't know what it was, but it was one thing I'm like, okay, she's actually making a little bit of sense. Nothing towards our blackness, like political stuff that she says, but not towards our blackness. I don't see nothing she says with our blackness and... and take it on.
The only thing I like, she kind of goes against the culture because goes against like the rap culture.
But that's the skill of a misleader. They will mislead you just like the devil. The devil knows the Bible back. I'm not calling people the devil, but the devil knows. The devil knows the Bible back. The devil knows the Bible like the back of his hand. The devil can quote scriptures to you. What they does is they twist it. I'm not calling these people the devil, but I'm saying they mislead people by having their little statements, but having truths in it. That's why I would say, if you listen to Kanye, sometimes Kanye West be spitting real shit that makes sense. But it's the messenger, because then he will say something. This time he say something that's like, oh shit, that makes sense. But the next 4 sentences is bullshit. And that's what I have a problem with. Candace Owens, she has said something, but I would never 5%. Take anything that she says
about our culture from her. Nothing. But like when it's like political or something, when she breaks down a story and explaining it, I can get with that. Now, when she says something about black culture and rap, I think Ice Cube responded back to her. I forget exactly what she said.
And these people act like the rap culture is, oh, black people made the rap culture this way. No. African Americans are such a small portion of the United States economy that there's no way that they can keep any artist going. Majority of the consumers of rap music is white people. I'll just be honest with you. The statistics shows it.
When you go to the festivals
and you go to the concerts,
you see nothing but the white boys and them skater hats, and
they're the ones.
They love it down.
They're the ones they want to experience the black experience, but not go through and get the side effects of it.
I mean, would you ever want to experience a wet experience? I don't want to taste unseasoned food.
Wow. That's crazy.
I don't want to have, chicken with just salt and pepper.
That's crazy.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do anything that white people do besides get shit easier. Like, that's the only thing that I want to experience if I had to have a white life for a day. Yeah. Is to see what I can get out of my everyday life that'll make my life easier.
I can tell you now, I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, so I became I immigrated as an immigrant. Some people don't like immigrants, but as an immigrant, I migrated to the United States, became a U.S. citizen. Hey, I came here to work, make money, and be happy, and mind my goddamn business.
And that's what you're doing, honey.
That's what I come here to do. And most black people, that's all they want. Most black people just want to be happy, enjoy their money, make money.
And leave us the fuck alone.
People complain about crime, but how do you expect, if you put all these people into one area and give no economic growth to that area, how do you expect them to live? How do you expect them to survive? So people need to, wake up. There's some things I hate too. I hate the statement of black on black crime. Oh, the black on black. There's white on white crime. Most serial killers are white, and they kill white people. Yeah. There's Asians and Asian crime. There's Indian and Indian crime.
You see the people that are shooting up the schools as young white kids.
And this is no hate against white people. It's not, because there's a vast majority of them that are trying to break that generational curse of hatred towards the people you have never met. Because
kids don't grow up racist. You have to be taught.
No, you're taught racism. And I don't understand it. Like, your great grandfather had one bad experience with a black person, and they just rated completely terrible all black people. That doesn't make sense to me. Because you could have just caught that black guy on a bad day. Racism just.
Yeah, I will never understand.
I can't understand.
I will never understand why they chose us out of all people to be slaves. I mean, everybody was a slave, from most cultures and races, but overall we were slaves, So why us?
Well, that's a whole other history lesson.
Yeah, I always wonder why us specifically, what made a white person be like, you know what, slaves.
I think they did.
Like I really want to study like the science behind it.
That was more so trade.
Yeah,
the trade, but why?
Because at the time
they were trading everybody else. Like, I know about
because
slave stuff, but like I'm just trying to.
A lot of
that's a rabbit hole.
Yeah, that's a
rabbit
hole.
I'll be trying to like the psyche of the logic of it all.
A lot of
it was trade, but like
a lot of it was we were in our tribes in Africa living peacefully, minding our own business, and at the time Europe had technical advances in weaponry, so they used that against us.
And I get the
that was it was force. A lot of it was force.
Why look at us and be like, those are the ones? Like,
because Africa was an on-top market that they didn't, at one point, they didn't even know Africa existed the way it did. So you're looking at the Europeans with their understanding of the world, going to a place that has never been charted and say, oh, these people doesn't look advanced as we are. Let's take advantage of them. And some of the people, there were some, chiefs or whatever you like to call them, who didn't understand what was happening and give their people thinking, oh, it's a trade, which I'll give you my people, you give me wealth.
Which is the same thing that's happening now.
Yeah.
With resources.
Yeah.
So they ain't strong on this many people.
No. Some people were traded thinking that, oh, this is a fair trade. I give them some of my people, they give me riches, not knowing that you're subjugating your people to years of trauma. That
And that's why certain movies I won't watch, like 12 Years a Slave.
Yeah, those movies are triggering.
I can't watch it. I can't watch Fruitvale Station.
Triggering.
I won't watch the Exonerated 5.
Triggering.
I cannot. Those movies honestly will make me not like certain people, and I don't want to feel that way.
Right.
So I choose not to watch it.
So it's hard for us as a community to do better when everything in the system is designed for us not to do better. So I hear people say, oh, we need to do better, we need to do that, we need to do that. But it's hard when the system is set up for you not to.
You can try to do better.
I feel like also like us, we all went through our schooling and stuff. You gotta break free from that mindset.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many opportunities, but you gotta get
past
that. So
we just want to be happy. And we're in an election period, so let's get out there and vote. Because I'm tired of getting these goddamn text messages about polls and are you ready to vote? Stop. I'm not clicking these links because every link, these links can be phishing attempts. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to click every single link now. So, tonight, I think in 7 minutes is a vice presidential debate. J.D. Vance and Mr. Walls, Governor Walls, Coach Walls are doing the debate, which Vance
I think he's dumber than
Vance turned me off for two things. When he said, oh, if I have to make a story up for people to pay attention, I was like, come on now. You just blatantly open. Why?
Do you think he worded it wrong?
No, I think that's what he meant to say.
Okay. A lot of people were saying that he worded it wrong.
No.
He didn't.
He meant that. He meant that. Some of these guys, when they're pressed, they get flustered.
Yeah. They start talking about anything and everything else besides what needs to be answered.
Because they're tiptoeing, because they're trying to make sure their base is happy, but also try to get independent votes.
He reminds you of the kid that you were in class with, the nerdy kid that was always right or tried to always be right and argue with you about everything. He was the biggest dick.
Right.
Like that white boy. He was a loser. He was weird. He's smart as shit. But just weird. And like just all some shit. I don't know. He's just this whole honestly 2024 from 2021 till 2025 it's been a fever fucking dream. Like tired. Weird shit has been happening.
Now the people at the ports are striking from Texas to Maine because they deserve more money. Because let's be honest, everything goes through them. They need more money. And you know what? You know what's a deal breaker? You know why they're on strike right now? It isn't because the company didn't want to give them money, because most of these companies have made billions of dollars and record profits. You know the main reason why they're striking?
Why?
Do you know? Do you know, Courtney?
I thought it was because they wasn't getting paid.
No. They agreed to the 61% increase in salary. They also agreed with better benefits. You know what's the main thing they didn't want?
What?
Automation. Remember, they do their contracts every 6.
People that don't know what automation is,
so the dock workers, they're part of a union. They do their contract negotiations every 6 years. It happened that this year is when the contract needed to be redone. They were asking for more money, better benefits, but they would. There's a lot of jobs that robots can do now with the docks.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
Like before, it could take 2 people to do something. It could probably take one computer to take one crane from here to move it to another place.
Mm-hmm.
But that's affecting jobs. So they wanted to have protection, at least for 6 years, against automation. So that they don't bring robots to do their job. Therefore taking away their job.
Wouldn't that save the company money too, in a sense?
No, automation saves money.
Oh,
it's been proven.
Saves money.
Automation saves money because then you don't have to pay.
That
robot can work 24/7, 365 days a year.
And not
a person can't.
Got you. Okay.
So they wanted protection for their field because they made billions of dollars during the pandemic. All these companies we made $10 million in profit.
That ain't getting sent to bitches' heads right now.
So it's said that for each day that they're striking, course of your economy,
right?
Yeah. No, they say for each day that these ports remain closed, it can cause the U.S. economy $5 billion.
But isn't it to take a day off? It's a week behind schedule.
So
you take 40 days off the whole month off.
So even if they solve the problem today, it's still going to take 7 days to get everything that's sitting on the porch right now into the stores. So like the car industry is going to suffer. If it goes on long enough, there's no more cars for people to sell. People could lose their jobs. If we import steel, if the job site can't get steel, construction halts. Construction workers lose jobs. Grocery stores can, we import a lot of fruits and vegetables. We can start seeing less, more expensive. It's just causing a lot. Pay these people and protect people from automation. These businesses that have made so much money off the backs of the United States citizens, get people some protection. People don't want to lose their jobs. But this is a problem being faced not just in America. You see, we live in a hyper bubble where we think everything happens in America don't happen overseas. It does. It's just we don't talk about it because that ain't our business.
The world is ghetto.
America is still the land of opportunities, though. It still is.
It is.
I love America. Where do you know you can buy a shirt, wear it, and return it and get your money back? Where you can do that? Can't do that. So, it's my dad. I'll call him back in a minute. But yeah, so, that's just our 2 cents for this episode. I think it's a good place to stop the episode. I think we'll be talking for a minute. But we strike out some topics that I would love to go deeper in.
Yeah, and to be very clear, segregation was bad.
No, it is.
A theory.
But you're playing devil's advocate because that's a good point of view to have. Because,
as a person in general, you want your own shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think, we should be separated, but just have your own shit and your,
Yeah, you put forward a good argument and you had some good support and statements to say it. But, it's just the way that segregation was done here was terrible.
Oh, yeah, for sure terrible. Because, did you even know, it wasn't even that long ago.
No.
I just found out that I was reading something on Twitter in 1972, women, we were just allowed to have a bank account.
Yeah.
I just found it out, and my mom was born in 1972, so my mom is 50-something years old. That's
why most women stayed with their cheating bastard husbands, because they literally couldn't go nowhere else but stay there. They couldn't get a job. They couldn't get a bank account. Bro, there's a letter where somebody got declined from entering the school. I think it was 1950-something because they were black. history isn't that far back that people think it. They make it look, oh, that was 100 years. No, it was right around the corner.
Rich is only like 70 or 60 something years old.
There's people still alive from the civil rights movement. There is people still alive when they blew Black Wall Street down.
Even 100 years is not even a long time.
It's not a long time.
It's like 2-3 generations.
My grandmother is 70 something. Like
we know people who have lived through Jim Crow era.
Ruby Bridges is 70 years old. She's younger than my grandma.
Mm-hmm. There's people who have lived through Jim Crow. So the past, and that's why I hate when people say, "Oh, slavery was so long ago, you need to get it." Slavery lasted more than what you people think it did. Jim Crow is still slavery. Because we still couldn't live free.
Yeah, my grandmother, my dad's mom grew up down south, and she was part of Jim Crow. That's why she does not like white people. Mm-hmm. Well, when she was living, she did not like them. So,
slavery lasted. But, But I think this is a good place to end the episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe to our YouTube. Subscribe to our TikTok. You already know how we just do it. You don't know. You want to say anything before we go?
Bye.
Bye.
It's more to the young. More to the young. It's more to the young. More to the young.